Speak on it, 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 speak on it. Let's talk about it. We got the tea. Just say the topic. We bring the heat. Speak on it. Speak on it. Speak on it. Speak on it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. My name is Keisha.
Hey, and I'm back, and I'm Bree,
And I'm T.
And we are Speak On It, the talk show.
Y'all check out our glasses. They're amazing. You guys can get some as well. Speak on it, okay? So I did want to say that.
Where you get all the wine.
So, Speak On It, the talk show. We will be hitting different topics every week. This week, we're going to focus on relationships, where we're going to hit finances, business, love, entertainment, women empowerment. So, go ahead and follow us on all of our social media platforms at Speak On It Talk Show, Instagram and Facebook as of right now, and chime in and let's talk about it. But without further ado, let's speak on it. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into today's topic, which is relationships, with our special guest, Terell Jones. He is a real estate investor in the Atlanta market, and we're going to go ahead and bring him in. Come on, Terell.
Yeah, I'm glad you know we do real estate and everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome.
I do real estate in Atlanta, so I buy and sell houses in the Atlanta area.
Okay.
And that's what I do. I'm from St. Louis, and I brought it to Atlanta.
Okay.
I met some properties.
Okay. Y'all heard that?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
how they can follow you.
I met some properties on Instagram, Facebook, Connected Investors, LinkedIn, things like that. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and get straight into the
Besides your
questions.
business, we want to go ahead and get some tea
Okay.
on your
Okay, I'm already
Sure.
trying to get the tea.
I
Because it's his tea, okay?
Exactly. We got the good tea.
We got the job, great
with the
business.
Okay.
Let's see how the ladies will feel about how he feel about relationships.
Right. Okay.
And we're going to start with Beck. Go ahead and ask your first question.
Okay, I'm to the first question here. So, do you believe in love at first sight?
I do believe in love at first sight to a degree.
Okay.
And so I believe that, you can see a person and see that they have the potential. You may have the potential for a connection there, and then you might want to explore that potential or whatever, and it could turn into love, but, to a degree, I believe.
Yeah, I feel like it's more lust. Like when you first meet a person, it's okay, they look good, or I kind of like what they doing over there. It's not more so love. It's just like, okay.
The love,
I
so
see
they're
that.
attractive, but I'm in love. But I hear people say that a lot though.
What about the vibe? What about the falling in love with the vibe?
I love the vibe. Yeah, you might. That's good. Now, actually, that's good. I feel like there's different things about love. There's different loves. I like because God does say that you love everyone, right? So there's different types of love. Now you can fall in love at first sight, but it's not that type of deep love that that you may
Not in love.
Not in love. But I feel like you can fall.
Yeah, 'cause
Like
you can say, man, I love that person's style. Or I love how they move. Or I love what they think real quick.
Okay.
But then you got to explore it more to kind of see how they are. And so,
I like that.
I believe in it to a degree.
Okay. Well, we're going to get into the second question, which is, do you believe bills should be split 50-50 between yourself and your partner?
I mean, yeah, like if it's a serious relationship, and you don't even have to be split 50-50. It's just the effort put into it. Like if it's a relationship that you in and y'all making it work, I mean, just the effort, what I'm saying, could be split 50-50. You don't necessarily have to be the bills, but if it's the bills, then or it's whatever. Like whoever can support whatever, But yeah.
But you feel like if at the end of the day one person can't handle their 50%, they should input in another way. Like they should put their efforts in another area.
Yeah, I mean, it's a see, like when you in a relationship with somebody that's a serious relationship, I mean, y'all got a thing that y'all doing, y'all got a direction that y'all moving in. And so I believe that the support of the direction should be 50-50. So yeah, it may not necessarily be the bills, but It may be, hey, look, yeah, let me go ahead and step in on this particular part, and then the other person to step in on this particular part.
I like that.
And it's a
I like
50-50
that.
effort towards the direction that y'all moving in. That's what I believe.
You have a common goal, basically.
Yeah. You know.
Ladies, y'all hear that? So you gotta be bringing something to the table.
Yeah.
Bringing something to the
More than a pretty face, sis. More than a pretty face.
I like that. I totally agree.
What else y'all got for me?
So the third question that I have is, do you prefer a natural woman or a woman with enhancements, and why?
I definitely prefer natural, just because I just believe in naturalness.
You
You
like
know,
that.
like
You like
enhancements.
that.
I know that
Yeah,
enhancements look good and all
agree with
that,
Yeah.
or whatever, and everybody
Yeah.
is going for the enhancements. But me myself, I just prefer natural because that's just my preference. You know, I believe natural is the more beautiful. I believe that God made everybody the way that He intended to make them, and so
That's
if you
good.
embrace that, that's an attraction to me. You know what I'm saying? So.
And you ain't gotta worry about no booty dropping.
That's good. Exactly.
Yeah, and that's another thing. You know, sometimes the enhancement they don't hold up too strong. So it may look good right now,
But is that a deal breaker? Like if that person comes in a relationship and they didn't tell you first, they're like, oh yeah, you got to kind of stop squeezing like that because it might pop.
Exactly.
Would that be a turn on? Would that be a deal breaker?
it probably won't be no deal breaker, but it definitely
It's gonna
plays
change how you look at that person, because it's gonna be like, you know what, this is not what I thought it was.
Right.
It'll play a
And-
factor.
Can you tell the difference between real and enhanced?
You know what? Sometimes from initial appearance, you really can't probably tell the difference. Sometimes you can,
Yeah.
but then sometimes you can tell the difference when you get a little bit more intimate. And so,
Exactly.
you know, when it like, it may not feel as natural.
That's that good doctor.
You know, so
Been
yeah.
doctor.
And nobody want to, do no Barbie doll, everything all hard and stiff. And, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, that's not a thing that I look for as an attraction.
That's
As a
fine.
turn on.
That's good.
I like naturalness. You know.
Yeah.
So if your man can't walk through the house and say, you jiggling, baby. It's not real. It's fake, okay?
Free, what question you got for him?
So the fourth question, the question I have for you is, when should you begin having unprotected sex with your partner?
I mean, that's like when you get serious. You know, if you know that you're gonna be with a person for long term, and y'all have established that between yourself, and then and y'all thinking about maybe, hey, look, I think this relationship gonna go to the point where we want to have some kids. You know, we want to have this type of family or this type of relationship. Then I believe that unprotected sex, there ain't nothing really wrong with it if that's y'all goal and that's y'all direction that y'all heading toward.
Yeah.
Because if you're not heading in that direction, you
Set
can't
yourself
plan.
up.
You can't plan kids or whatever. So at any given time that could become a situation, and so you want to make sure that
You can have kids with that.
So let me ask this, guys. I mean, and this is really good. Like, this is for everybody. Like, how do y'all feel? Because I see a lot of relationships where they're in the relationship for a while, but they, decide that they want to maybe have a baby before marriage. Like, I'm gonna kind of twist the question a little bit, because even with sex, for me, I'm gonna say from my point of view. Like, for me, I think now I'm at a certain point in my life where I feel like with having sex now, I think I'm gonna wait until I'm married, because now just being in relationships, having sex before marriage, for me has just changed my look on how God expects us to do it. So I'm wanting something different now. So now I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna do the wait thing, save myself until marriage, because I feel like that He respects you more. And just from what I'm seeing, it's like I feel like that sometimes men continue to just have that relationship with you, and they don't potentially want to even take it as far as being your wife.
Well, let me say that's not all men, and that comes from the experience that you
From
had
my
past
experience, exactly. From my experience.
But you do change. You change based on your past of what you had. You do change how you do things.
Yeah, and that's
hard to
my
say for
thing,
these
trying to
days.
change.
Say, okay, you're dating somebody and just absolutely no sex. But I know, okay,
Yeah, because I guess this is all from my point of view, from what
Right.
I've seen, with guys. I mean, it's just, but y'all have to be on the same page. It can't be you just on that and he's not on that.
Completely.
Because y'all both not on the same page, that it's not going to make sense.
Because I feel like that's a big part of a relationship. Sex.
Yeah, it is
So
a
say
big
you
part.
never had sex with this person, and then y'all get married, finally go there,
it
could, but
also you also have to kind of look at it like this too. I kind of feel like now sex does complicate things sometimes. You gotta kind of admit that, because the thing is, if you don't really get to learn that person spiritually, the thing is, you can have sex with somebody all day long and no emotional attachment there at all.
Exactly.
If you didn't learn and connect with your spirit, that sex don't mean nothing.
That
People
means
do
you
it.
continue
Guys gonna have sex with,
intimate.
it used to be intimacy,
Relationship.
and it's not really no connection. Like, you know what? Even if we were married and we couldn't have sex, do I still love you?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to fall in love more
That's
with
true.
that person other than sex. You know, I feel like that's
How long do you wait though? You know.
right. I mean, so this is deep, because I know a lot
What
of people
about
like.
Steve Harvey 90-day rule?
That's a long time.
Steve Harvey
I mean, you know what? I believe that like it do have to be a mutual type of thing,
It has to
because
be
everybody
mutual,
got their
like,
different preferences
right,
or whatever.
agree,
So
exactly.
you may have a preference for waiting before marriage, waiting to marriage to have sex, but then the other person may have a different type of preference.
Yes,
So if both of y'all
Yeah.
got like a similar type of preference, I believe that, you know, it ain't gonna be no thing to where it's a mismatch or miscommunication on that type of thing.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure. You know,
It has to be that.
your partner may be, you know, wanting to wait to marriage too, and they don't have a. You know,
That's
have
what
an issue
I'm
with it.
saying. For
If
me,
y'all
my
both on the same
perspective is we
page,
gotta be
that's
on the
cool.
same page with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which other question?
I had something similar to what you were saying, so I'm not gonna say that one. So here's my other one. Okay, so do you agree with your partner having friends of the opposite sex?
I mean, yeah, as long as it's a real, like, as long as it's a friendship, you know what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
I mean, it's basically, it's a thing to where if it's a real friendship and that's all it is, then I wouldn't have a problem with that. But a lot of times, yeah, I mean, you can't really tell.
How do you know?
You can't really.
How
If
do
it's a
you
genuine
know to
friendship.
trust that
Right.
it's a genuine friendship?
Hey, and that's where the trust come in. That if you know a person long enough and you feel like, hey, look, this person ain't never really lied to me like that, or they always been genuine with me. And then if I ask you, is this just a friend? And you say, yeah, and I feel like I can trust you on that. Now, if they come down the line and I find out something different, then it's gonna be.
You're innocent till proven guilty.
But you know what?
Okay.
That's good. That's good that you said that. You know, because I feel like in relationships you have to have that trust at the beginning. Let the person show you otherwise. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I'm learning that too, because I know I'm guilty of, you know, taking past things and kind of making the person
Pay
kind of
for
live on that and pay for it.
Right.
But yeah, you have to kind of let that person make their own bed.
What about
Let people do what they want to do, so you know what they rather do.
What about being
That's good.
friends with the
That's
opposite
good.
sex, but you've already had some type of relationship that didn't work out, but you're truly friends now? It's nothing
Ooh.
past what you've had,
Now,
because it's
that's
been
a
more
little
complicated.
touchy right
That's
there.
more
See, that's
complicated
it.
because
That's
y'all
it.
already had something, you know what I'm saying? And so
Right.
that's like almost like a conflict of interest.
But
you know
that
what I'm
comes
saying?
with trust though, right? It comes with,
It's
but
true.
also
If
In that other person's shoes, okay, would you want, you know what I mean, like if your partner had, you know, somebody that they were with, you know, intimately.
I feel like if it was an open communication thing, and I know for a fact y'all ain't just kicking it, and I'm like,
Right, so basically it's boundaries.
Right.
Yeah, okay, you're not just, oh, we're
you're
gonna
not
go to the
talking to
movies
this
with
person
blah, blah, blah,
every
we're
day.
hanging out.
You know,
Right.
it's every now and then,
Boundaries.
every few
Okay.
but you gotta be
months.
secure in yourself.
You have to be secure of your
Okay.
relationship and yourself.
So, okay, that's the, so you, like you said, you gotta be secure. So would you allow, okay, you know, whoever you're with to, you know, go out, here's a, you know, the opposite sex friend to go out, maybe go to the movies, they hanging out, doing stuff without you.
Right, ain't no movie.
So that's boundaries.
Right.
Wait, but now that's okay. T, that's really a good point. Okay, so are you friends or are you just associated with
Right,
that person? Because
exactly.
friends hang out. So really, so if you have
What is the
friends,
capacity
associates.
of the relationship? Why are y'all friends? What are you?
Right.
What are Are we doing business together?
Right.
That's why I say it's almost like a
No,
conflict
it
of
comes,
interest. Really.
it can come from a maturity level of two people understanding that what we tried wasn't
not
it,
work.
but we remained friends.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But ain't no
This
date.
person could be married. You know that person's wife. You've been around their child. That's because you're honestly, truly friends. You're not
Okay.
associates
Okay.
because you had a past, but you're truly
Right.
friends because you guys matured into a level where you were able to have a friendship outside of what that past
And
relationship
okay.
was.
Yeah.
But then
man,
you're
you
the
know,
person that
but
you're with.
y'all had a vibe, y'all had a thing to where like y'all was mutually attracted to each other at some point in time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so even though y'all just friends, that don't really mean that
Okay, this
mutual
ain't me,
attraction.
guys. It's just
attraction is already dissipated. So that's why I say it's a conflict of interest.
Some people, they just, just having sexual relationships, and then when it came down to actually being a relationship, like, nah, that wasn't
Right.
I ain't putting you on that level type of thing. We had sex, but we ain't even got to do that. Like, we just cool type of thing.
So I definitely have a good one.
That's
What you
good.
got?
Would you participate in your partner's sexual fantasies?
I mean, yeah, definitely. As long as it's not nothing too crazy.
It would be too crazy.
Too crazy. I wouldn't.
Too crazy for
Would you have a
everybody.
threesome with another man with your woman?
Hell no.
I think most men would say that. I think most men would say
No, I
that.
ain't down with all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, I ain't doing no other
But what if
guys.
you wanted a threesome and you wanted another woman? Would you expect her to participate in your fantasy?
Me personally, not necessarily. I mean, I wouldn't expect it because that wouldn't even be something that I even, just me personally, that I would even, present or whatever. Just because I believe it's a conflict of interest when you come and bring in another person into the relationship. I wouldn't even want to take it to that level because it's too messy. So I wouldn't even present it like that, even if it's
Not with the mess.
Yeah.
Right. I know somebody who had a baby mama and they were together and they were in a long-term relationship and she was open to doing a fantasy of his, which was a threesome. And so she opened up herself for the threesome, but then he started have sexual encounters with her behind her back,
Too messy.
and she got pregnant. So
the other woman.
the other woman got pregnant.
That's
So it's like at
Jerry's
this
pregnant.
point, she opened up her mind to being open to something that he wanted to do in the bedroom to spice it up, and then it backfired.
But I thought he was just wrong for not even communicating the fact that he wanted to continue. Like, okay, cool, you gonna tell me you wanna have a threesome, but you ain't gonna tell me that you wanna have a twosome? Like,
Right. Makes sense.
Yeah, that's too
Yeah.
messy for me.
Yeah.
Now, if it's another type of fantasy, whatever it is, it don't even really matter for real. Like, as long as it ain't like no crazy some crazy ass fantasies out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, fantasy, I participate in it because I want to please my woman. So, you know what I'm saying? She got
That's good.
fantasy, we gonna do.
I mean, if it's nothing crazy, I can definitely understand that. But I'm definitely not open to a threesome.
Hey, David, so he knows it. So he knows it.
Not open.
what question you got, Ty?
Oh yeah, that's
That was
that's
what I
what you.
asked.
Oh, you just asked.
Oh, okay, so let's see here. What is your opinion on polygamy?
Polygamy. Alright, so I mean, my opinion on polygamy is like it'll be similar to like the question about the threesome. Like me personally, I don't believe I'm not a polygamous type of dude who I want a polygamous type of relationship just because I feel like it's too messy and I ain't that type of person to have a polygamous. But I know it's some people that's cool and open with it, or comfortable with it or whatever. And that's why I say everybody got their own different type of preferences or whatever. And it's just a way of life. But me personally, I ain't really interested in a polygamous relationship. If I'm gonna be with somebody, I'm gonna be with them. I'm gonna put my whole effort into that person or whatever. But I don't really, I don't see nothing wrong with it if that's what your preference is. You know what I'm saying? So it's all different type of walks of life or whatever. I don't subscribe to the polygamy.
But do you see the
lifestyle.
benefit in it? Like, some people be like, it's not, because some people will be like, I want my partner having sex with somebody else, but it's not about the sex. Like, when it comes to a polygamous relationship, it's about the benefit for everyone. It's actually a business or a family.
Yeah, that's
I
good
see the
to
benefit in it.
say.
I see the
Yeah,
benefit in
some
it.
people do.
Cause
What's the benefit? Because I don't.
Because like the thing is like that's why I say everybody got their own preferences, and so like some guys, some men, it's like they not really comfortable with just the single wife lifestyle. It's almost like, hey, listen, we got this thing going on over here, and then also I could have this thing going on over here, and that can increase what we got going on. And so, maybe I might have this wife over here, and that's increasing what we got going on even more.
Yeah.
And so it ain't necessarily like a thing to where, but this is my preference, what I want. You know what I'm saying? And so, and then the mentality is, hey, listen, hey, I'm the man, And this is what I want. If you down with it, then you down with it. If you not, then you not.
I just gotta be first wife. I gotta pick the rest of them.
Hey,
It's gonna be in Jamaica, so I can have residency in Jamaica.
That's some people's, you know what I'm saying, opinion and way of life or whatever.
Right.
And so I don't really knock nobody's way of life. It's all different type of cultures.
Yeah.
It's all different type of ways that you can do it.
Yeah.
And so if that's your way, that's your way.
You can't be judgmental of what somebody else's preference is, whether you don't agree to it. But I mean, the world has different preferences, whether we like it
That's
or
true.
not.
That is true. You gotta adapt and communicate.
That's true.
So some women don't ask men these questions in the beginning of the relationship, and I don't know if it comes from an insecurity or even really wanting to know the
fear.
truth.
Right.
Yeah, and so when you learn the information in the middle of a relationship, do you think that that's considered a lie or not being real or upfront in the beginning?
It ain't necessarily a lie. It's just bad communication. You know what I'm saying? Because like you may not communicate or ask a person, hey, look, what's your thoughts on polygamy? Or you may not, they may not necessarily just come out and say, hey, look, this what I type of stuff I like. But that's just because it's just bad communication. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you came out from the beginning when y'all first met and say, hey, listen, look, this is my preference. So I want to go ahead and let you know this right now. And if you down with it, then you down with it. But if not, then we gonna have
But
a
some men
disconnect.
gonna say, "Oh, I'm down with it," but they're not down with it. But they want to be down with this person, so they gonna say, "Okay, I'm down with you because I want to enjoy you right now." If I say I'm down with it, then you're gonna open up and give me what it is that I want.
Yeah, that's game. That's just game.
That's
And
game,
so
ladies.
people gonna do that. People gonna do that, and that's how it is. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Because people say things to get what they want,
Right.
and so some people, some people they be real with it. You know what I'm saying? And so you just gotta know that about that person, or you might find out about that person, and then you gotta say, well, what do I want to do from this point?
Yeah.
You know
What
what I'm
about long
saying?
distance relationships? How do you feel?
Long distance relationships is they can work, but like basically I feel as though long distance, if it's just like if y'all just starting out, if y'all just met each other, and it's a long distance relationship. Me personally, I don't really have an experience with long distance relationship. Just a short period of time where I had a long distance relationship, but so I can't really speak on it. Whether it's like something that I'd be able to work with, but because I know some people meet somebody online or they meet somebody another way, and then they'll start their relationship off long distance, and then they'll have plans to meet up. And then continue their relationship, and then I feel like
A lot of them are successful.
I mean, it's good. It's some successful relationships like that, but then at the same time, it's some pitfalls because y'all been in a long distance relationship for 6 months, a year, sometimes longer, and then y'all finally meet up in person, and then now y'all figuring out how each other is personally.
In real life.
Yeah, so it's easy to kind of project some type of image over a long distance, and then meet up, and then it'd be a whole different thing. So I don't know. It's like I ain't really had no experience like that, so I can't really speak on it. So, but like I said, everybody got their own preferences.
Okay, what you got, Matt?
So.
I even with that, I don't feel like they work. Long distance relationships, I just don't feel like they work. So
They
that's
don't.
my opinion. Because if you're not with them, spending time with them, you're just not really going anywhere.
You're not really
you're not feeling the vibe, the essence.
They got a whole nother life and a whole nother stage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody wants somebody there with them. You're in a relationship, so you want to be near them.
But you have to have a certain level of trust. I feel like there's less trust issues maybe in that relationship. But if you're still in it and you don't trust that person and you're long distance, then you're probably not.
All right, so the question I have here is, when should you introduce your partner to your parents?
After y'all then kind of got to know each other a lot, and so that you know, and they know that we about to take this relationship further, and we know that for a fact, and we got a direction that we heading into, and it's not going to be no short term. I mean, the direction, the definition of a direction is like, listen, like we done had a chance to explore each other and get to know each other to a point to where we want to take this further, even to the point of marriage. And so even to the point of having a family.
Like what level? Like the level that guys, talk about. I hear that a lot. It's just like, okay, so what's the level?
You trying to marry me, or
you know what? This is going to be somebody I want to marry. I
A
want
level
you,
because she a 10 and you can take her home to.
Parents
gonna approve.
You gotta have a each other, and even can she take you home to her parents? You know what I'm saying? And so,
And
you know,
question that just goes with that: if your parents aren't feeling that person, is that a call off? Like, okay, well, my parents.
That's good. Keep that alive.
That depend on the type of person that you are, because you know if you're a type of person that you really value your parents, ideas or whatever. I mean, yeah, I'm like basically I'm a person who if I see something in you and that's what I like and I feel as though we have something, I really don't care what my parents think, you know, because
you're not one of those guys.
I don't really, you know, I value my parents' opinion, but at the same time, that don't necessarily mean that that's gonna dictate my decisions.
You gonna take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah, you know, and so if I feel like this is something that you know, we got together and we want to go further with this, then I'm gonna go further, whether my parents approve of it or not. But some people just got different preferences. Some people they really value their parents' opinion, and if their parents say they don't approve of them, then they're gonna try to, you know, go a different direction.
From my experiences with parents, my parents have been right the first time around. In reference to not being good, or I don't think that he valued you the way that you should be valued. So, and that I didn't listen to that because it was my decision, it's my relationship. And at the end of the day, you have to figure it out for yourself. Just because a family member or your parents or your brother or anybody in your family say, oh, I don't think he's good for you, you have to find that out for yourself. You can't listen to them and say, and that may have been your soulmate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because one fault was presented or something or a situation happened, now he's not good for you. That's not that's not an observation that, you know, one should go by in determining their life and relationship.
And some parents are just not ready to lose their little baby. They're like, nah, bro, you too good.
You want to go through my personal opinion, you want to go through your own experiences so that you can learn whether the person good for you or not. If somebody else tell you that they're not good for you, you're not really going to understand that until you go through that situation and know for your own self whether the person is good for you or not. And then from there you can, you know, do better for yourself.
And then they can want your man.
They ain't good for you, but
they can want your man.
You know what I mean? All right, I have a question. How long should you wait to make your relationship official?
I mean, it's levels of official. You know what I'm saying? There's different degrees of official, but like
when are you gonna say, okay, I'm your woman, you my man? Like
once you get to know a person, you know, relationship is all about exploring each other, exploring your partner.
Right.
And so once you explore and you know you figure out exactly how this person is, and I'm not saying that, you know, it's gonna be quick or nothing like that, but whatever it is, you know, once you explore and you find out, hey, look, this what this person is like, you know, this type of things they like, this the way they think, you know, this the way they act, they genuine in my opinion, they honest, you know, and so once you explore a person and figure out those traits and qualities, and those qualities is something that you vibe with,
expectation.
You know, and if that's your objective is to take a relationship seriously, then, you know, and y'all comfortable with each other, then I believe it's okay to make it official.
Yeah, so it's back to communication.
Right. Yeah, you know, and that's really important to communicate with each other, because a lot of times relationship is it's all about communication.
Communication. I agree with that. That is big.
And there isn't a time frame or a time limit on when to make a relationship official.
That's true.
Some people can make their relationship official in 2 months, in 6 months, in a year, and last forever. And people who've been together for 10, 15 years or have just gotten married after being together 10, 15 years may not even last that long. So it's really not a time frame on when to make it official. I think it's where you stand in your life with that person and where you see yourself going.
Well, expectations need to be met before making it official, pretty much.
That's good.
True.
Definitely.
What question you got, Tasha?
Would you rather date someone with kids or without kids?
I mean, to me, I really don't have a preference on with kids or without kids. I just believe in, like, as long as, like, that's a trait that you look for, is like how are you with your kids if you have kids?
But this is good. But can I ask you? Okay, so in your dating, or do you have kids? First of all,
I don't have kids.
Okay, so have you ever dated a woman with children?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. Because I know guys. I've talked to guys that don't have kids. They do not want to date a woman with children because I guess they can't maybe connect with her. Maybe they don't understand when she's like, "Oh, I need a babysitter for us to go out." They don't understand it. And I heard guys say,
"Yeah, it comes to the baby daddy."
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what? I've had experiences where I've dated men that didn't have kids. My kids are their first kids.
Where they at?
And then
I'm just joking. Where are they?
So I don't know if I tend to gravitate to men who don't have kids, and that's just not my preference. That's just what gravitates towards
for me. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, you don't want
so
to
I've never had to really deal with a baby mama situation until like now in my current relationship. So it's different.
Okay, I'll stay off that subject.
That's another segment. Okay. That's another segment.
So talk about that later.
Okay. A whole nother cup of wine. Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that I'm in this current relationship, it is very different dating someone with kids than without kids because of everything that comes with it. And again, you have to adapt to what's going on. You have to adapt to change personalities that you may not click with, the kids and them liking you and your kids and them liking
you said you don't
them.
want to go deep into that, but have you met the baby mom? Have y'all connected?
We will never connect to live together. We have one thing in common at this point, and that's the love that we both have for that.
I love that.
Other than that, there's no other respect there. I'm sorry, but as long as we share a mutual communication when it comes to taking care of her child, because I'm not her mother, so I can't replace her mother, but I'm gonna be there for her as if I am.
Right.
That's good.
That's 100.
So I've dealt with something similar to that before, and it's the baby mama thing, and that for me now with being single, being married and then going to being single after marriage, it's difficult because then I'm seeing those things that you're saying after being married for a long time and then being single. You're dealing with guys that have the baby mama issue, and for some reason, it's the connection of the baby mama. I don't want her around my baby type of thing. And it's like I dealt with that, and it's like, you know what?
I am the best thing that happened in this week. You guys stop playing with me.
Not even that. What about how the baby mama feels as if, well, that's my baby daddy, so whatever I want, I get. I've never been that type of baby mama. I can't relate to that because I'm holding my own regardless. I got 4 girls and I don't have boys. So as a role model and as a woman, as a mother, I have to stand up. So I'm gonna take care of my own regardless. Yeah. So you do what you need to do for our kids.
Right.
Yeah. I don't need you for anything else. But you have baby mamas who are spiteful and who want to take that phone call and call at 2-3 o'clock in the morning. And sorry to clarify this, this is not my issue, but they want to call at 2-3 o'clock in the morning, or they want to text and there's boundaries.
And see, it's up to the man to set those boundaries with the different,
baby
mama or whatever, because you gotta let it's up to you to say, look, I'm in a whole relationship. I'm gonna take care of my my kids as the way I'm gonna take care of them. That's real talk. It's up to the man to set the boundaries. You can't be, real talk.
And that's facts. And I feel like it really comes down to, sis, you should be open to having help. Like, it gets hard as a single mother. Like, you should be appreciative when sis go lie and buy your kids some new shoes.
Why can't us sisters get along with each other? That's my thing. I had a situation kind of similar to that. I would not mind being cool with the baby mama. We all love the children or whatever that's involved. Like, let's get along with each other. I just feel like
the intimidation. I feel like if you're in a different standard than what she is, of course.
You know what?
Right. And you want to leave? It's levels. It's levels.
Hey.
I feel like as a woman that comes with an insecurity. If you're secure about yourself, then it
you
shouldn't
can
be any
handle
type
it,
of
but
intimidation.
yeah.
You know what I
You just spoke on
mean?
it.
We're
That's good.
That's a communication where we're able to work together. If
As
you're
a team.
secure,
She has to be secure with herself.
It's a monogamous relationship without the sex.
right?
Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Who's next?
Oh my God, this is good, ladies. Okay, so I have here. Okay, what are some red flags that you may see when dating? What are some red flags for you that you're like, you know what, this is a red flag. Let me
Get up out of here.
Yeah. This ain't gonna
Some
work.
red flags is like, let's just say it's just tracing qualities or whatever. And so like if you meet a person and then instantly they just all about, you know, your money or your pocket or what
So for you, your big red flag is she's kind of money hungry.
I mean, yeah, I think that's a red flag for most guys, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's all good. I believe that, you know, man, come in, you know, we're going out on a date. Look, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, or whatever. But if it's, you know, if it's,
do you pay like most of the day?
Yeah, goddamn right. You know what I'm
But see,
saying?
what you see as a red flag of a woman being money hungry, there are some men out there who flaunt their money for the women to connect or for the women to, you know,
They get the money for the women.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, that's hey, you know what? That's everybody got their preference. And so like if you gotta kind of look at that, because if that's what your game is flaunting the money to get you to connect. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
what is the objective of that person that's doing that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it ain't no problem that, hey, look, I got it, or whatever. We going out on a date. I feel like I want to do this.
Okay.
But at the same time, if that's your game and is I got this money, look, you know, what's the objective of the person that you going out on a date with?
So
you
she
know what
got
I'm
to be able
saying?
to hold her own.
So now, what if your lady now? Okay, just like for an example, like what if your lady calls you and she's like, she decides to call you about a date or want to go somewhere? It's always, now you'll always make sure that you come in and you're still going to take upon to pay for it, even if she's like, you know what, I want to take this cruise. She came to you about it. Do you still come in and pay for that, or is like your lady?
Like that's the thing. It's different levels. We got to get to know each other first. I got to see what type of person you are.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you just coming off the bat, just look, I'm trying to go do this. I'm trying to go here. I'm trying to go to my mom. I'm trying to go do this. Then that's a red flag for me.
But no, y'all are in a relationship and it's kind of going. You know, it's not at that point where y'all kind of just met. You guys have kind of been together for a while. But like, you know,
yeah, because by then I didn't had a chance to figure out exactly how you are. You know what I'm saying? I done had a chance to gauge your personality, to gauge like, you know, what type of person you are. And so if I feel like you a genuine person and then we just, you know, we talking about something and we're saying like, look, you know, and especially if we've been together for a while, if we've been dating for a while. And then, you know, I mean, if I got it, you know, to do, I'm gonna do it.
But sis, you can't expect a man to pay. Always bring your own coin just in case.
That is good.
Walk to that table, go to the bathroom.
That's a good trait because
He left his wallet.
I mean, look. Even though a guy come in and say, look, you know, I got it or whatever, it's a good trait to say, hey, look, I don't really need you to have it. I got my own, because even though a person may say, well, nah, I know you got your own, I still got it. You know what I'm saying? But just letting the person know I'm not really out. I'm not really here for you with that. You know what I'm saying? I got my own.
Debit card. Like,
like for me, like with dating now in Atlanta, and I guess a lot of women that are single can attest to this. Like I've done that before on purpose, just to kind of see where your head is. A lot of guys, I'm not saying all guys, because there are some great guys out there, but a lot of guys, I do that on purpose. Like when I go on the date, I got my half. I'm good. I got me, because I want to see if you're going to be like, you know, just kind of see what you're come at it with, you know. But yeah, I found a lot of guys in Atlanta. They seem to, you know, kind of open for, hey, you know, I got my half. I'm like, oh, okay, I was expecting you. I mean, a lot of times I do have my half when I go out with first dating. Right. So, but I'm kind of expecting to kind of see, you know, where are you with that? You know what, babe, put your money away. I got this. You know, and I don't get a lot of that. So I'm just noticing that in Atlanta, and not just saying only Atlanta, but maybe everywhere else too. But, you know, you say you got your half, it's like, okay, you got it, sister. You know, I'm expecting you to say something, you know, so that's just my perspective.
So how do y'all feel about a man taking care of y'all? Like
not for me, no. That's one thing.
Because I feel like there's a control issue there. You want control of the whole situation, and I feel like I'm gonna end up effed over there. I mean, cool, you want to, I'm still have my own coin, just in case I gotta go escape on a plane.
But look at this. Not all men do that to have that control.
That's true.
Most men do that because they are men, and that's what they was taught to do, is to provide and take care of their woman and take care of their
It just
household.
depends. Now, it depends on how independent you are as a woman, because a lot of us, and to be honest, all of us are here. Okay. So, you know, which is true because we are all really independent. So it's to a point where, you know, if a guy was like, you know, babe, you really don't have to pay for anything. I get what you were saying. You still want to have your own thing going. Never be to the point, even if he's saying that he want to take care of everything, you know, sometimes you do want to step and say, babe, you know, I got it, you know.
And see, I'm going through that right now, like in my current relationship, like because he's such a man, he can do everything.
Okay.
Babe, I got it. But you also have a woman who got your back. So you don't have to do everything because I got your back.
Okay.
So whatever you do, let me handle it this time, and then you get
a real man. You have a good man.
I get mad, let me pay for something.
Yeah. That's good when you have to be like, hey, come on, I got it. I love that. That's a sign that this man was raised the right way, and that he respects you.
But then he also has a good partner, and he been like,
exactly.
The sis next door gonna let you pay for everything.
Even if you say, babe, you can't work right now, I can guarantee you I will be doing something on the side where I'm building my business, because I'm not just going to sit around and allow you to take care of it. You bring in the money. We're going to do this together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's how you know you got a good balance.
That's how you know you got a good balance.
So balance is always the way to go.
Men can't take it when women do them the same way they do us. Like, you now want to get emotionally attached when I was there, you wasn't there. Now, no, we good.
Yeah.
Just come out every Thursday at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, because we can handle more things than guys. I can say that because we take on a lot as women.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
You know.
Especially when it comes to a relationship.
Yeah, communication.
So guys, we gonna close out. Thank y'all so much for watching Speak on It. We want to give a shout out to but give a shout out to Tasha for making the wine.
Yes. Yes.
I custom make wine glasses, so this is just a little sample here. We will have new glasses in the second.
Where can they follow you?
You can definitely follow me at Madam T Shay on Instagram and Facebook at Madam T Shay. I do not have my page as of yet for my wine glasses. We are getting that together. But you can definitely follow Speak on It Talk Show, and I will be displaying the information down below in details.
Yes, and we want to give another special shout out to the Vet and Royce because it's their anniversary.
Yes. Okay, so we've been married for 18 years.
18
years.
I love that.
I'm trying to get like y'all.
I will be there. I will be back there. I'll be back on track again very soon. Yes. I will be there. God is taking me there. God is preparing my husband right now, and he's preparing me right now. So I'm excited, and you know, doing this show with you ladies is really. You guys don't know how much it's really helping and healing me. You know what I'm saying? So just doing this is really good, and I feel like it's gonna actually touch you guys out there too. Yes. Hopefully it does. It's going to help even single or even married women. You know, just things that we all need to work on. Everybody has stuff to work on. Even if you're in a relationship, if you're engaged or if you're married,
you have to be a whole person. You can't come into a relationship half of a person.
You better say it.
Right.
That's it.
And you're always learning something new. You can't learn everything about your partner in
no matter how long you've been together.
3,
that's
4,
true.
5 years. You're learning about them.
Yeah, we're constantly still learning each other after 18 years and changing. Everything. So there's